Welcome back to this playthrough of the Onto the Plains scenario of Comancheria. And this is going to be a somewhat climactic return to this particular playthrough, because in the intervening time when between the last two videos, I checked something, and what I was checking is that now that this token is here, I can choose to do a passage of time. Now, I'm not guaranteed that that is going to result in a victory check, but it's got a decent likelihood, and I think I'm going to take that chance because I'm in a position where I think I have a winnable position if I end up doing a victory check, which I have about a 50-50 chance of. Actually, you know what? I'm just thinking about this, and I'm actually just realizing that I think I'm going to take one more turn and then do a passage of time. And the reason for that is that I can get a trade good, and trade goods will allow me to re-roll. So if I don't get the roll I want, then I'll have a chance to re-roll. So I think I'm going to do that instead. A little risky, just on the off chance that something goes wrong, dreadfully wrong, but I think it should be pretty safe. So we're going to activate we're going to activate Rancheria A, and I'm going to activate and place this unit here. I want the 5 movement points, so we're going to activate them. Again, no war column phase. And then we are going to create a stack with the horses and Mahimiana. And first things first, I'm going to move to there, and I'm going to grab that bison. So that is going to take, actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to give him 2 horse counters just to be on the safe side. I think I don't need them, but I'm going to do that just to be on the safe side. So that takes 1 for the move and then 2 for the hunt. The hunt only costs 2 when you have your Mahimiana. Then I'm going to move to this space, and then I'm going to execute a trade action. So let me just remind myself. The target space must contain settlement. Okay, so I'm looking at this more carefully, and it's actually a good thing I took the 2 horses. I need to be more aware of what is going on here. This is a peace space, but it worked out okay. So I'm going to trade this bison for a trade good. So I'm going to grab that trade good instead. And you can see on the end, you can re-roll or redraw. That's what trade goods do for you. And then that is my that cost me 1 movement. So then I'm going to spend a horse to actually send that back to the Rancheria. So that goes back to this Rancheria. This guy is marked as finished. And then I can, I'm doing operations cleanup now, so I can, I'm able to unstack that. All right, so that is the beginning of operation. That's the end of my my trade, my take actions. So I'm rolling a die because I have 1 finished band there to see if they get a free action, and they do actually get a free action. This was not planned. So the West is going to flip this peace instruction over to war. Now, the next thing is I draw and reveal 1 counter. So they have 3 APs, whoever this is going to be. So we roll. So again, I believe it is the West. And their war becomes culture. So that's not great, but they have no available APs. And that costs 4. So this just stays there. And that is the end of that. So now, oh shoot, I forgot. At the end of my take actions, I should have, so I always forget to do this at the right moment. So I rolled a 2, so that moves down to must do passage of time. So my next action is going to have to be passage of time. So anyway, so that should end the operations cleanup phase. So now we are going to be doing a passage of time. So mark all in-play bands as unfinished. So mark him as unfinished. Player may spend resource counters to create new bands. So I think up here, he is definitely going to want to add 1 band. And then I can increase bands. I'm going to leave that one. I should have traded that. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to turn all of these guys into 2 5 bands. So that Rancheria is now kind of in getting up to sort of strength par with Rancheria A, although definitely better headman. Okay. Place a new Rancheria, but I don't have that ability. Now I can voluntarily retire Mahimiana. And so I'm going to definitely retire this Mahimiana. And this... I could retire this and then I would end up... I think I'm going to do that. Not a big improvement, but at least it gives me the ability to actually move twice. And getting the medicine up on my Mahimiana is a lot easier. So I'm going to retire both of those. Now I roll for... So I'm not doing any Headman Death check because of that. So I'm just rolling for the Mahimiana. So yellow will be for Rancheria B. Green will be for Rancheria A. So both of them end up with a medicine of 2. Okay. Return all success counters. Return all success counters. Out of play opera. So all these success counters go back. So my cup is restocked again. Each tribe settlement with +1 ravaged is removed. So I believe, yes, we have... Oh, I'm so sorry. At this moment, I'm going to play this card, or if I could, I think I can play it anytime I want. I'm pretty sure I can play it anytime I want. So I'm going to place 1 Ravage token there. And let's see. It has to be on tribes. Just trying to think about where I might want to create some space for myself. But without doing too much damage. So I think I'm going to place a ravaged marker also here. This is more long game and probably won't matter here. Okay. So each one of these with a ravaged marker is removed. So this, because there's no space here, this is going into the cup. Oops. So that tribe is removed, that tribe is removed, and that tribe is removed. So all of those tribes are removed. And I know the game says the rules or playbook was saying at some point you need to switch from, or maybe it was in the tutorial videos, you need to switch from like ravaging to like working with the tribes, but I'm going to assume that this isn't the moment for that. Okay. Roll a die for each peace and ally counter in a map space. And this is why I wanted to place that ravage counter, is I didn't want to roll and lose that peace, and then I would be outside my victory conditions. So, I don't oh yes, I do have a peace counter. I have a peace counter here. So I'm rolling for the peace with the east, and that is higher. So that peace goes away. Hopefully that won't matter. Randomly select a territory. So we're going to restock Buffalo a little bit here. So territory 1. So we can place a bison token in Upper Arkansas. place it right there. Okay. Discard all cards in development card spaces. So none of them have have instructions for when they are removed, so we don't do anything. So now, Counting Coup. Spend 1 AP to take in a hand. I can cancel 1 die roll or success check draw and do it again. Then French Traders, I can spend 1 AP to take into hand. Okay. Decent trade options there. That's kind of nice. Quality mounts. Okay. Okay. So those are the 3 cards. Now's where it gets interesting. The player may purchase 1 culture card. I'm not going to do that. Then place operations on the start space. Now, this is the key thing. If passage of time is in a numbered space, roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to the number, terminate this procedure and conduct a victory check. So the passage of time marker is in this 3 space. So I am rolling a die, and if it's 3 or less, I do a victory check. It is not, but this is where I'm going to spend my trade good and hope that I get a 3 or less. So I am doing a victory check. So my victory check objective is I have to control Upper Arkansas. So I have a Rancheria and there's no enemy spaces. So I control Upper Arkansas and I have to have a Rancheria in a second territory, which I do. So with that, I've met the victory conditions of this and have actually won this scenario amazingly. So gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this game. I think I'm gonna play this again. This is actually, I have to say, I've been testing the TTS mod and playing. This is the first time I've actually won, so I feel a little bit bad that I did that on camera after losing so badly so many times in private. But I'm probably going to reset this. I think I'm going to take a bigger scenario though, because one of the things that I definitely found here as I was actually succeeding was that I started to play very differently and I was not thinking beyond too far. And I'd like to see a little bit more about what that longer game looks like. You know, I wasn't thinking about getting another Rancheria onto the map and things of that nature. So I probably will be coming back with another scenario of this or another playthrough of this. That may be solo. It might end up being with my brother. Maybe we'll play it cooperatively and see how that goes. But I highly recommend, if you've not checked this game out, I really highly recommend you check it out. It's a really unique system. It's a really fun game. It's a really challenging game. Don't take this as an indication of what your experience may be like. You will probably lose a lot. At least if my experience in general has been any indication. But I'm definitely impressed by it. Again, it's being reprinted right now, so you probably would have a chance to jump on that and get it at the P500 price at GMT Games. Hopefully by the time you see this video, the TTS module will be available. So for those of you like me who don't have table space, you have a way of actually encountering this great game. I know there's also a vassal mod for it for those of you who prefer that. But with that, we will end this playthrough of Comancheria, the Onto the Plains scenario. And if you enjoyed the video, it would be great if you could leave a like or a comment. And if you're enjoying the channel, it would be phenomenal if you could subscribe. That way, you know, you both help the channel and you get notified when we produce new content. But with that, we will see you the next time on Agility Snips Gaming Table.